the coaches that I've had don't push down what they want on you. They open up what is on the inside of you, and that's what you pay for. And it's just one thing to have people read things on you, watch things on YouTube, read things on YouTube and come and have a review class or goal setting class with you. Because they didn't carry it to transfer. It's another thing when you've had people who have had results guide and help you envision a desired outcome. So let's not flog the matter. The next thing that you're going to have to review is your personal development, your personal growth. You see this one? In 2020, I think I told a woman how much I had spent for personal development that year. I don't think she believed me. 2020. Since then, it has skyrocketed. So you're going to ask yourself, what trainings, resources? I don't mean free, all these free WhatsApp trainings that people just come and give at the end of the day, they upsell you. That's not what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, raise your hands up. No, maybe you don't read, just put it in the chat section that you know what I'm saying. What trainings, what resources did you experience? What experience did you get that contributed to your growth this year? I don't mean all those free stuff. You know, I was out for about 4 months, 4 months or so, 5 months. And every day I had trainings with my community. They're literally young girls, you know. Some of them are in university, but they're doing great things. And like, I can just be having a meeting, I'll be like, oh, yes, boss, yes, my mentor, this, that, and they're going to pay, they're paying. But because of the hunger that I've seen in them, sometimes they don't even have to pay because they already paid for the community. They already paid for a number of months. So they just enjoy that. So there's anything that is value added is free. What trainings, resources, because most of the free trainings that you get, they really not, there are very few persons even on the ground that give you everything and something that can really work for you for free. Maybe like people like your pastor and all that. What resources, what community? It's not just not community of low lifers. Someone was telling me, oh yes, I remember who. A mentee came to see me where I am because she was also in the same location as I was, and she said she's to the glory of God, I met her in 2020, 2021. I met her in the point where she was given to me by another mentor of mine. It was a group, and they gave her to me as to helping her in the group and all that. She wanted to gain admission. She had stayed out of school for about 4 or 5 years. She was 18. She was having what they call mental health, almost in depression. So she said to me, in the past 1 year that we've known, she gained admission into University of Lagos. Guys, if you want to, you know, drum rolls for her, it's okay. She gained admission into I can remember those calls, those Zoom calls with her. She gained admission into Unilag. She got a job as a teacher. I mean, someone just finished high school, right? She got a job. She told me something, because some of the things that is hampering you is that it's patterns from it's even family pattern. And it looked as though maybe like her elder siblings will graduate and don't go further. And so that was what she was experiencing as well. Whilst I knew that there was a curse to break, the major curse was in her mind, was in her development, in her growth. For if she didn't develop her mind and grow, she would still be out of school now. Even though she got admission, the strike didn't allow her start. So she's starting maybe in summer. And she said to me that she realized that her community of friends were low lifers, people who were just excited on Sunday. They were going nowhere to happen. And so she started, that was why she enjoyed the community that she was on. I think we were 10. Yeah, they were 10 or 10, including myself. And that was where her growth came from. Every meeting, the things that I was telling her was what was forming her mind, helping her with low self-esteem, because she wasn't on Instagram because of low self-esteem. Thankfully, she's back now on Instagram. Even if she's not posting, she's following some people. Because I asked her to follow. There are people that can help you on Instagram, follow. And this community is key. The reason why you had Facebook groups, you have groups, is not so that we share link for you, you come and join and sit down dormant. That was why I gave it an introduction template to participate. If you find it hard, if it was hard for you to if it was hard for you to answer the template, the introduction template on Telegram, can I see in the comment section if it was hard, or if it wasn't, it was okay for you to write it, to introduce yourself. Can I see in the comment section? Guys, even the leaders, I had to tell them to introduce themselves. Yet, meanwhile, we are purposeful, daring. It was hard for you, please. Okay. We are purposeful. It was okay. We are purposeful. We are daring. We are resourceful. We are exemplary. But that was a simple test, and a lot of people till now haven't answered. But if it was hard, okay, I can see a few persons say it was hard for them. It was okay for some. But after writing it, for those who it seemed hard for, after writing it, how did you feel about reading it yourself? You were eager to, awesome. How did you feel about reading the things you wrote about yourself? It's okay, Roma. For those who said it was hard for them, how did you feel reading the things that you read about yourself? The things you wrote, how did you feel reading it? You would notice that you felt, in someone says I felt inspired, you would notice that this is funny at first, but I felt better after, because that is you. Especially that sentence of your future self, your expectations, your future self. It felt like a vision. I just attained. It felt like a vision I needed to attain. Exactly. It was an exercise to take your mind, not people that don't come and give me what you think I want to hear is your expected future self statement or definition. It's okay, Christine. It's an exercise you can always go back to feel it. It's an exercise to take what you see beyond now. That beyond now is a beautiful future that even you are excited about meeting it. Grow, join communities, have experiences that is contributing to your growth. If you didn't have, it was like time travel. Yes, it was time travel. Seeing those things as that being not as though they are, because truly they are. So you have to find out which relationships improved your life, added value to your life. Which relationships would you have had? Do you think you would have had that would have add value, that would have added value to your life? Which ones even added value to your life? You have to list it, because it's not about blocking people or cutting people off. It was eye-opening also. It's not about cutting people off, but it's about boundaries. Did they improve your life? Did they drain you? This 2020, I've set a template. 2022 or 2023, I now have a template for drainers. That template is, my love is intense. The intensity of my love is very high. The reason why you have a block button on your on your social media apps is just, and when people use it on you or create boundaries for you on social media, is because you're not emotionally or socially compatible. You're not compatible. However, the intensity of my love still allows me to love you, but not get drained. So you have to find out what were the things what relationship added value. How can you best be positive? If you found, okay, if you didn't have, which ones do you think, who are the people that you can have? How can you assess them that you can gain this value? You have to find out, did I grow in character? Did I have improvement in my character? Was I lousy? Did I stop being lousy? Was I lazy? Did I have poor time management? Did I improve? If you did not, what do you think caused it? If you think that you have no idea, how can I get those ideas to be improving in all these aspects? That's why you're here. What excellent transformation did I experience? Transformation is not words. When you have transformed your life, even you will know. When you transformed in your mind, be ye renewed, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Guys, if you're getting me, put it in the chat box. Because the reason why it is easy for me to say I've gotten the blueprints is that I got it all from the word. The word, you see, everybody is now transformational coach. This, that, everybody's in transformation. This, that, I'm catalyst, that. Good. I fault no one. But are you really transforming lives? I've seen people who just wake up and say they are coaches. They don't have, I've been coaching people since 5 years now, but I've never put it anywhere. Maybe because I have my own OCD by myself, and I just wanted to get certified and done the right way, because I realized that there were things that, all I was doing was counseling. There's a difference between counseling and coaching, and I was counseling based on the word of God, based on prophetic insight, based on the knowledge skills that I've learned. But you see, there are techniques in coaching that you would not know until you attend a school that is required for you to attend and get certified. And for you to you write exams, so these people don't know you. They just know the results that you bring. For years, I've been doing all that, but I wasn't eager to put it on the ground. That, please, I like you to share with me these lights that just entered your mind. Please, guys, I cannot not hear. Come on, Christy. Is that Christy or Cherish? You can unmute and tell us this light that entered your mind. As it's hot now.
All right, Ma. Can you hear me, Ma?
Yes, please. We can all hear you, I guess.
Okay, good afternoon, Ma.
Yes, please. Good afternoon.
Okay, so although before this one, when you mentioned when you have a transformation in your mind, you will know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one is included clause. I think at the beginning of the session, you mentioned that during the teachings and the explanation that there will be, I'm trying to use the right word to explain it, Ma. Like a light will come into our minds, or something will change, or something like that. So I was just reviewing something, it's a personal song. So it just dropped. Like, yes, dropped my yes, Ma.
That is transformation.
Yes, Ma.
That there is transformation. It's not by me being transformational leader. I already know that I am. But when my words are able to cause a renewal, cause a light experience in someone's mind, then that is transformation. Not about me taking professional headshots and doing all that I want to do to show that I've arrived. No, that's not it. But when the words that I say, and those things can only happen because it is a transference, it's not head knowledge. It is because when you see me talk and I hit my head, like something is happening. Because you see, the Bible says, be ye transformed by a renewal that happens. A transformation will literally give you resources from one low point to a high point. You will literally find a pathway, a map, a navigational system to move to another place. You will know that light has come. You will know. The only thing is, will you work it out? So let's move on for the sake of time. Finances. This is another area that a lot of us, we really want to grow our finances, be it students, graduates, workers and all that. Whatever they're paying in the office is not enough, guys. It never has been enough. That's why we need several streams of income. So you need to ask yourself, did I gain wisdom and knowledge on financial stability? Did I make better decisions with funds this year? A lot of you had, how can I improve this next year? A lot of you had free money. You even worked during the strike for students. A lot of you had free money that you just wasted. You didn't know what to do with it. And afterwards, you're like, why did I waste this money? The reason is you didn't have financial knowledge. And one of the things that we'll do in this year is to teach, have several financial, and there's one coming up in 2 weeks, and also have several financial knowledge. I have a book that I haven't published. It's on how I made first million, and I don't think I want to even talk about it. That's just by the way. It is light. So you have to ask yourself these questions. Did I spend, save, or invest in 2023? Or I just spent wisely or unwise? Yeah, so let me share my screen. Hopefully this would be the last time this is happening. I was somehow kicked out. I don't know why that happened. Maybe my network, but I think I have a good network. Okay. So finances is a big one. It's a huge concern for almost everyone of us. It doesn't matter how much you earn, you just really want to earn more because your salary may not be enough. So, but did you spend wisely? I had a session with some group of ladies. I think the first time we had the Babe Boot Camp. One of the things that we did then was there anybody here in that boot camp? No, it was in Benin. One of the things that we did was find out there was this spending, a template for spending, for saving, for investment. And we found out that people were making, I think I've had it with Christy once. I think I've had, not fully, but a glimpse of it. People were spending money on bread. See, bread. There was someone who, out of habit, was buying Nadia Bakery just because it was Nadia Bakery. Buying it almost every day, despite having food at home. And not like the bread is giving, it's helping, I mean, in terms of nutrition. But it was buying almost every day, despite having food. And when we found out how much she, as a student, she was spending on just buying Nadia bread. Someone says, Ma, please don't shake this table. But sis, if I don't shake this table, how will your salvation come? Tell me in the comment section. should we not just remove the legs of this table and scatter it? So we just, from afresh, start afresh from the floor. Sis, tell me. When we calculated as a student how much she didn't need Nadia bread, I'm going to be that. Yours may not be bread, maybe Cold Stone ice cream. Yours may not be Cold Stone, it may just be handbags. Another person is sneakers. Another person is just shoes. When we calculated how much she spent on buying bread, someone that has foodstuff, that people they bring foodstuff to at home, they can even cook food from home and bring for her in our hostel in BDPA. But she was buying Nadia bread. Somebody said, see my case. She was buying Nadia bread. And plus the food that, she has lights, everything. She was okay. Okay, somebody's on his gummy bears. Anything, it could be hair, it could be perfume. I too have been guilty once in a while. And pure bliss and wafer. Okay, if I still coming up, these things if we're talking about is small money. When you think about like perfumes, designers, bags, shoes, a pattern. Okay, all these people, you're calling baby things, pocket meat. Okay, it's warm that is going to help. Warm that is chasing you. So, okay, someone is shower. I'm trying this area, Sha. If not, I'd be crying. Thank the Lord for you. You just buy things that you don't need because they have name, brand name. Designers this, designers that. When you graduate from school and you enter into the real world, it's now names, brands, Chanel, Gucci. Meanwhile, they have said that those things that are for poor people, really rich people don't use that. But you don't care. So long as, it has little return on it, that's what we'll be doing. And sometimes you don't even need them. You now buy bags and now, you now be like, where am I going to wear it? I need a matching shoe. My sister, we can't even pronounce the names most of the times, but we're getting them. So when you find this one, you have to find, did I spend on things that we needed or just to satisfy my vainness? If there's anything like vainness. There are some people that, you just like layers, you don't like wearing a particular perfume. You have gone past all those spray bottles of Versace in Unibet and moved. Now you're going for Elizabeth Arden, you're going for DKNY, name it. And then you now be like, oh, I don't want them to know the name of my perfume. So you have like layers, you have the one on your body, you have the one on your cuffs, you have the one on your spray and all that. And you're just spending money unnecessary. Funny enough, nobody cares the name, the suits that you're wearing, and all. Nobody really does care. But it may not be in that sense, but it may be in something else. I don't know what it is, but we all have it. You find it hard to spend on yourself. That's when you need deliverance too. But you spend it on other people. Family will come and collect it. I can have a deliverance session for you. Because I used to feel so guilty when I spend money for myself. In short, even when I was in University of Benin. Funny enough, I had a kitchen. I was running a kitchen. I had people who helped. I was selling ewa goyi in banks at some point, and I was selling fruit salad. Before I started selling, I was selling bed sheets because I learned a little bit of fashion before coming into school. Excuse me. Before I started selling those things, you never knew that was the problem. Okay, it's okay. I would be in school because I had one or two businesses and I had money. Excuse me. Okay, it's not really guilt for you. I would feel guilty to cook food and eat with lots of protein because at the time, thank you, darling, I wasn't sure if my folks at home were eating with so much protein. Thank you, girls. Thank you, ladies. I wasn't sure if my folks at home were having so much protein. So, I mean, I knew when they would send me like roasted, they literally used to send me roasted meat, turkey, fried turkeys from Cotonou. I mean, yeah. So so I used to really have protein in my all of a sudden, okay, when I didn't have that coming, and then I still had money maybe buying and selling, and it was hard for me to cook and add lots of protein because I'm not sure if they have the same thing at home. Excuse me. But I was delivered from it because those guys had more than I was even worrying myself for them. Right? So you may not be spending for yourself, but are you spending for other people out of you just want to be nice and all that? Then let's move on. What seasons or time breaks and streams of income? Guys, thank you. Don't thank you so much. Don't be distracted. It's I think that I've been having sore for a while now, some days now. What seasons or times of breaks and streams of incomes did you put /times of break because the student here and the strike happened for 8 months. Can you now say, okay, in 2023, I would utilize these, I'll utilize any moment that I find. How can I be positioned to earn more and multiply my finances? This one I can always tell in the retreat, but let me just say 1 year. You have to upskill. And part of the reasons why we have the Kami Hub, the Christ as Now Ladies Hub, is so that we can do trainings as part of scaling, skill up people, and have like a really engaging and interacting community. How can I be rightly positioned for wealth transfer in 2023? Guys, this one has been happening. I remember a time where Pastor prophesied 3 years of wealth transfer. However, did you ever notice it in 2022? Because it is skills that would allow you enjoy the wealth transfer. Put it in the comment section if you get what I'm saying. David had a skill that transferred him from the dungeon to the palace. Put it in the comment section if you remember the story. So that's why I'm saying that you have to be rightly positioned to earn more. In this day and time, if David would have been highly paid because he was a good instrumentalist, he was a good worshiper, and he was singing not just for anybody, for the king. And that was what got him a wealth transfer. Not just a wealth transfer, but a position transfer. Apart from the fact that he had God. Remember, the beginning of his review was from God. That he had the hand of God upon his life. So these ones, if you want me to tell you, it's going to be in a different class. Not yet. Yes, he was a true professional. Let's move. So the next thing that is very important area of your life that you must review is your relationships. Relationships in every facet, with your family, with relationship with God, friends, family, siblings, spouse, significant other, what else? Yeah. So what lessons have I learned on relationships, and how can I improve it? Some of us, we don't know how to have good relationships with people because we're always expecting the worst. We project ourselves, our insecurities, our weaknesses on people, and think that because this is how we react, or we expect that they will react towards the same time. We assume a lot without even knowing the basis, the real details. So what lessons have I learned about relationships in 2023, in 2021? How can I improve on it in 2022? I mean, 2023. Who were those who strengthened me in righteousness, who inspired me with value, who encouraged me to be more and focused on my goals? Now, if your goals weren't really met, that means you don't have people that inspire you. So you're going to ask yourself, who are those? Who are the people that can strengthen me in righteousness, that can inspire me with value, encourage me to be more, and help me focus on my goals? That's what you're going to be asking yourself. And positioning yourself and approaching them for access so that these things can happen in your life. Who were those who joined me, and how can I use to avoid repetition? I had something that I wanted to read out here. But I can't find so much internet connection on my other device. So I'll just all right, guys. So I was kicked out again and I'm back. So let me share my screen again. So I was talking about relationships, and I think the last one was asking people who drained you, and it's too well. You also drain people. So how can you be better positioned to not drain people as well in relationships to have and avoid repeating such? See, the thing about block buttons for people who drain you is because, I mean, okay, let me define, I think someone defined a block button. A block button means there's a digital incompatibility. So if somebody rewards you with it, there's no need throwing tantrums. Two things you can do. You find your digital engagement elsewhere. There's nothing deep. Second thing you can do is you find out how to be compatible. If you understand that you need these persons in your life, how can you be compatible? How can you, whether it's by knowledge, whether it's by information, by learning exactly what it is that is obtainable in that relationship. The same thing with the people that you may have told you've trained them. You find out how can you be a better person, whether it's by knowledge, learning to update yourself as well. How can I be a better friend, a better colleague, a better leader, important positions in my life? How were you have to find out where you, if you weren't, how can you be better? Because the thing is, you may think that as a mentee or as maybe proteges or people who are accountable out for you, looking out for you, but you don't look out for them, you don't pray for them, you don't send them encouraging messages. That's why there's so, I don't know if she's still on the call. I really, really appreciate her a lot. Joy Ologide. I mean, every month she sends me that message consistently, irrespective of whether I respond. I don't. I really respond. No. Do you genuinely pray? Mentor-mentee relationship is a two-way path. Who were the closest circle, my closest circle, and what am I grateful about them? Grateful about for them. Let me even check. My internet is still fine. I'm using Wi-Fi. I'm so sorry about all this, but we are wrapping up now, so we can go back to prepping for tomorrow as well as resting. Um, so the closest circle to you, who were your closest circle? The saying that show me your friends, persons. Who can be the closest 5-10 persons for you in 2023 that you can help you to achieve lots of your goals? And the ones that did, whether it was a prayer circle, beyond prayer friends, prayer partners, you need to have gold partners. You need to have beyond friends that you hook up to drink, hook up to have an ice cream. You need to have people that you hook up to, have brainstorming sessions about investment, about finances, about goals, real goals, and all that. So who are the ones that helped, and what are you grateful about for them? Then the next thing is like, what's your daily habit? Because this one, I don't know, guys, if maybe are we still here? Because I feel like I'm talking to myself. Put in the chat box that you're here, please. We're almost done. If I'm not talking to myself, put in the chat box, guys, that you're here. Oh yeah, I'm on the Zoom. I have gone to go and do something else. It's time for lunch. Okay, Christy, you're still here. Okay, you are still here. Okay, all right. Okay, 3 persons are still here. The others may, okay, another person is here. Thank you, guys. Guys, show me your habits now. Tell me your habits each day. All right, guys. And I'll tell you, is it Zig Ziglar? There's a book by Zig Ziglar. And I'll tell you where your future is meant. You plot it, your daily habit will plot your future. Your routine, daily routine, the plots where you will be tomorrow, guys. How do you wake up? When I was in university, I used to have a timetable. When was the last? I think I still have it in when I'm in my goals, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday for prayers, but Monday I wake up that time every week between 4:30 and this time. It's my fellowship devotion quiet time. I literally have a quiet time. That's how I have like a timetable, personal timetable, including development timetable, even work timetable, guys. How do you wake up? Do you just wake up, your phone is by your side, next thing you just pick up your phone under your pillow? Are you part of those people that you wake up because you live in the city of Lagos and you have to not miss your company? Guys, is that it? Is that how you wake up? The first thing that you pick on your phone is I'm talking about goals. What are we talking about? Routines. So is that how you wake up and then wander into the dramas of this world? Is that how you wake up? You wake up and the first thing that is in your mind is your phone to check your WhatsApp messages. The last person whose message you dropped for and didn't respond. So now you wake up to, check if they've responded. Is that how you wake up to be on Instagram and like pictures whilst you're on your way to work? Do you just wake up and, jump into the drama of your life, your daily habits? What did I do the most consistently in 2022? How proud am I of my daily practices, my daily habits? How proud am I? What kind of habits do I have daily? How do I wake up? What do I do when I wake up? When I go to work, what do I do? Just follow what my timetable says in the office, and then what else? To what degree has my habit helped me to achieve my goals or preferred lifestyle? Because the lifestyle that you admire or successful people is not an easy lifestyle. They didn't have it easy. They did things that made them attain that level. So you that you're admiring it, are you doing the same things that they did? Are you? So you need to ask, did I have a consistent pattern of rest or renewal? Did I have a journaling experience? Did I have meditation? Times when I'm just, yeah, I didn't share this slide because I don't know why it's turning off and on. So what adjustments am I going to make in 2023? You need to find out that adjustment to your habits. Like me now, I know the adjustment I need to make, whether it's concerning my health, concerning fitness, concerning, no, fit farm, here I come. Carry myself and go there. Okay. Is it about savings or investment? I have to start it immediately. Is it about writing my books? I have to start it, journaling every day. If you need, maybe we'll have to, I don't know if you need, the journal is very helpful, but I could send you a customized journal. But it's not for free because they are paid to produce and all that. We actually have one that covers every area of one's life. What are my biggest time management challenges? Like, I don't just know how to manage my time. Anything goes, anything just goes, right? So you need to find out, how do I want to invest my time next year? My personal development, you cannot run away from it. See, you need to ask yourself, what habits and life routines do I want to build across all areas of my life, across my spirituality, across relationships? Tomorrow is next year, yes, is across relationships with siblings, with parents, with pastors, with leaders. What kind of routine, habits do I want to build across that? Did I do it well last year? Do I want to improve on it? What of my social network, my alliances? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? My health, my finances, my business, career, education, professional or personal development and growth. You need to ask yourself those questions. You need to review them and ask yourself those questions. What do you intend to do to make this adjustment for a better 2023, sorry? Because it's one thing to just come and have these sessions, but you need to be intentional as to making these things work. And if you can't answer those questions and set these guards and template is a guiding. It allows you to treat your year with care, treat your year with value, treat your year with purpose, with intentionality, with productivity, with effectiveness. That's why you're here. So, and one of the key things that can make or break you is your relationship and your habits. See those habits? You're just lazy around. Now that you're on break, you're just going to be lazing around. Yeah. Did my habits advance my goals in all areas? Did my habits sabotage me or my goals? And if they did, why? How can I create, or how will I create and maintain good habits for all areas of my life now? Do you get? But what would be your mistakes, errors? What were the mistakes I did or made in 2022? Mistakes in terms of relationship, in terms of spirit, serving God, fellowship, money, family. Did I invest money wrongly? No. 20K to get 40K in 2 hours. I didn't serve God very well with my heart. I was just following the norm. Right? Don't be distracted. Last slide is just the things that I've said. How will I create a scripture in those things? Okay. It's okay. what relationships did I mismanage? A lot of us mismanage relationships. We can't even relationships well or go back. You get network. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I'm still good with network. So did I act in the wisest ways with my various relationships, with my mentorships, with my mentors, with my leaders, with the people that are I'm responsible for, which ones decision in 2023, right? So move on. With all experiences, right? We are closing. What are you most thankful for? Because after you've reviewed all these areas of your lives, there are more pillars. I just didn't add all of them because there are pillars as to, in terms of, I think I've mentioned habits and routines. I didn't. One that is very important is also emotions, your energy. What were the top 5 emotions I experienced in 2022? Why did I have those feelings? People that have feelings here and there, your feelings is just any network you use to connect. It's just open Wi-Fi, just connect anywhere. You just feel this, you do this, you feel this way, you talk it, you feel that way, you do it, you feel this place, you go here, you go there. What were those emotions? Was it anger? Was it low self-esteem? Was it loss? Was it pain? Or anything? Was it depression? What were the feelings that you experienced most? If they were good ones too, were you always happy? What were the good feelings, the bad feelings, right? So that's another pillar of your life. It's like your energy. Did I invest in my mental health? If you did, how, you need to learn, how have I learned to recharge my emotional batteries? What works for you? How do you recharge yourself emotionally? For me or some persons could be worship. Maybe you are trying to do a lot of things and you seem, oh, it's not working, and you may be scared or something. You just have to go back to the place of prayer, go back to your drawing board, go back to worship and get direction, right? What am I going to do differently or continue to do in 2023 to manage my emotions? I have a course